Hello my people, welcome back to my channel. It's another lovely day. The Premier League officially kicked off yesterday and it has been an amazing show. It was chaotic, it was dramatic. There was racism against Antoine Semenyo, who happens to score 2 goals after. It was like as if that one was just like an ego for him, to do more. And then we got Liverpool got their man, Hugo Ekitike, score on his debut. You see, one thing that I like so much is when you, as a new player in the Premier League, get your chance, your first match, and you score, it does a lot of good, like a lot of pressure that you are normally supposed to be under, maybe because of price tag, new league and everything, and then for you to score, it was a very good one for him, and then he was so happy. I think I saw one of the questions that was that they asked him, and he said, now, he believed that they were not lying when they say the Premier League is the toughest league, because in his first 60 minutes, he was grasping for hair, was trying. Now, it doesn't show, because I actually watched the match. It doesn't really show that he's under any pressure, because his anticipation was high, was involved and everything. And then they said, for fortune favors the brave. The goal he scored was just like luck. It's like a scrappy ball. He lost the ball, and then instead of him pulling back, he was still moving ahead, and the player miscalculated or misjudged the ball, and then just a ricochet goal, and then it was a goal for Hugo Ekitike, and then that means that the pressure is now being taken care of. You understand? He did a very good job. And then meanwhile, apart from his performance, apart from the goal he scored, actually he had a very good performance, a very good performance. He was removed, I think, in the 70th minute, 70 to 80 minutes, no, like 70 minutes. Yeah, that was when he was removed, but he had a very good performance. And Florian Wirtz did not score, but he also has some, pressure also, the Premier League pressure, because normally, like I used to tell people, Bundesliga players often react to a player after the player must have taken action. Maybe you want to dribble, you want to play short, so they're expecting to intercept or something. But you see, Premier League, they understand that you want to play the ball, and there's a possibility of maybe he goes, does what you want the ball to do, but they will not allow you to even execute it. As you are thinking it, they are also targeting that is what you want to do. So they will shut you down before you even do it. That was what happened to Florian Wirtz yesterday. He wanted to be doing some 1 or 2 flips, 1 or 2 shots and everything. So I know at a point he got the memo, so he tried to flick the ball. And when he had the chance, all these double touches that you are taking to balance before you take shots. See, Premier League not like that. Yeah, you get your chance, but you often don't get that many chances in Premier League. It's often very difficult. So it was a very good contest yesterday, and if I have to be very honest with you, the scoreline does not reflect what happened in the match. Of course, Liverpool were dominant, and in the first half, their dominance was so glaring. It was so glaring. But you see the second half, the moment the second half kickstart, they just literally changed. Like, this is not the Bournemouth we have been watching. And then coupled with that, I think the second half that racism chant happened towards the end of the first half. Immediately after the racism chant against Antoine Semenyo, they turned to a new team. And then from 2-0 down, all of a sudden, this is 2-2. And then when we thought it was going to be a draw about 20 minutes, that was when they brought in Chiesa, 80-something minutes. He got the winning goal, that's the 3-2. Then, of course, the incredible Mr. himself, Mo Salah, always score, and he broke the record. He has already broke the record before. He was the 9th goal in Premier League's opener. That is the highest person to ever do it, to score 9 goals in all Premier League starts. Now, that's all time. Then he did it yesterday again. He already broke the record on 9th, which the closest person to him, I think, was Alan Shearer. It was an 8, and then he got 9 the previous season. And yesterday he got his 10th goal. And then what an emotional end to that match. Mo Salah was the last Liverpool player to leave the pitch with a lot of emotions when the fans started chanting the song of the name of Diogo Jota, "Never Walk Alone." It was quite an emotional event and evening, and then a very good one for Liverpool, because now I would have wished that they get a draw. Is the truth, because now you see, like if you watch the video I dropped earlier, I made mention of the chances of Liverpool. Whether they buy player or they don't, they are title contenders. Now with the crop of players they've bought already, with the performance they showed yesterday, they are going to be very difficult to play against. And then they are straight the most favorite team to win the Premier League again. Now, me, I for one tell you that I prefer that Liverpool win it than Man City to win it, or Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal can win it, but see, I don't want to hear noise. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't want to hear noise. They win it, good for them, but I wish that if Man City will go and win it, or Arsenal win it, may the people carry the thing give Liverpool. You understand? Arsenal, they've not even played any match. They're already second on the table. So you are just doing us the normal regular that we know. Because the name, the spelling of the name favors Arsenal to be in the second position, even on the normal standings without playing any match. So now, this particular video, I'm going to be talking majorly about Chelsea against Crystal Palace, the match preview between Chelsea against Crystal Palace. Now, the match is going to happen tomorrow, so I'm going to give my honest opinion. Now, there has been some messages that I've been seeing, and there's some press messages from Enzo Maresca talking about the central defensive position. Now, he trusted Levi Colwill. Now, it's not a problem. You trust Levi Colwill. And then now, there are options in the midfield, in the defense rather, to replace Levi Colwill. But one thing is that he doesn't trust the options he's having, apart from Tosin, who can do the job perfectly well. Now, he made mention of when he put in, of course, Badiashile will come back, and he uses Badiashile in the first half of the Real Betis game, that's a conference league, and he conceded. He made reference to that performance, and he conceded until he brought in Levi Colwill, removed Badiashile before the stability, and Chelsea went on to win the game. He had a point. Now, Wesley Fofana is one of the best defender out there if he's not injured. It's the truth. And he also complained that when he used him there, I think within 45 minutes, he had to change him and everything, that Levi Colwill is the perfect fit for that position, and Tosin. Now, he's only got Tosin according to him. Now, he's going to be needing extra defender. But my problem is that he has been talking about this for like 3 days now. And he has not of course, he can't mention the club will be the one to go for the player that fits that position. You understand? He has that to again. So I think maybe we don't have an immediate pressure. We don't have an immediate problem in that position. That's my own opinion. And then if he's talking about it, I think the sporting directors, club should do something about it, because season is very, very long. We don't know at what point Liverpool will get reunited back to the team. So we have only Tosin. So, but if he's saying he needs players, my own is if the club wants to also back him, they need to give him what he wants. It's a fair deal for me. It's a fair bargain for me. And then, but you will know, we fans are scared, because the last time a manager requested for a player or asked a player not to leave, we all know what happened, and this is the beginning of the season. So I beg, if it's possible, say, no, not go give him players, no, just leave him. I beg, because these Chelsea owners don't like when managers make requests, like sudden requests or sudden change or something. They don't like it. They got people fired several times for it. He got Tuchel fired, and the most recently, he got Pochettino fired. So I beg, I know this performance that we are enjoying now, I don't want any drama, because you can wake up in the morning and see that Enzo Maresca is not under the coach, please. But if the club decide to back him, it's fine. He has decided it. And his slot came for the first season, he didn't buy any player and he won the Premier League. And that is the effect of what is happening now in Premier League, when they are giving him what he wants. You understand? So that's it. And then now, for our match against Crystal Palace, the only disadvantage is Levi Colwill is not going to be playing, but is he a disadvantage? I don't really see it as a disadvantage, because we have these players. Now, I am going to be showing you my starting lineup based on our Club World Cup showing and our preseason matches that we have played so far between Leverkusen and AC Milan. So this is my honest starting 11 for Crystal Palace before I give you my scoreline. And my scoreline and my match winner. So now for the goalkeeping position, of course, Sanchez. We don't have any other goalkeeper who's going to bench him. The other guy plays as a backup goalkeeper. So that's it. And they don't want to sign Donnarumma, because Donnarumma is free in the market. So that's it. Sanchez in goal. Cucurella normally stays there. Hato backs him up. Tosin stays there. I don't know who replaces him, but Tosin stays there. Chalobah for me starts. James starts. Now you can decide to bench James and put in Gusto, but for me, I favor James based on our performances so far. Now Enzo has been doing fantastically well. Enzo, and I don't know what Enzo Maresca has done to him, but whatsoever he has done since last season till now, this looks like the player that we signed. This like the quality we signed. You understand? So Enzo for me is there. Caicedo. Now he's going to be having serious competition if we're able to get Xavi Simon. Oh, okay, he's not playing his position actually. He's going to play Kopama's position. So Caicedo undoubtedly. And then for Marco Cucurella, his contract was just renewed. And then, as currently speaking, Caicedo's contract negotiation has begun. Not for Chelsea, they are now talking about his contract extension. So it's a very good one for us. Kopama there, the man with Ajax. Do you know that there's something I discovered about Kopama? If you are very honest, if you've been watching his recent matches, it's like there is more maturity to his game. Look at those free kicks he's taking now. He has taken all the free kicks he has taken has been very, very scary. So I think that man has been working on those free kicks, and it's very good for him. And I look at the way he plays now. He plays with much confidence, and then since he's been given this number 10 position, number 10 shirt, it's like he switched something inside him. Look at the way he was talking to Nicholas Jackson when he missed the chance against the Fluminense that he couldn't pass. outrageous. Like the way his attitude, everything has changed, and it's like a reincarnated Kupama. So this season, I'm going to be trusting him to do his job and then everything. And then of course, Neto, he has a very strong competition in Esteban William. So at a point in the match, we're going to be seeing Esteban William come up. And then one thing that I know is that Esteban William is going to make Neto become more dangerous and deadly, much more dangerous and deadly. That's Neto. Neto's always now the crosses that Neto always pull out, and then Jackson could not score. We now have a talisman who can finish up those chances. Gittins has not scored, but oh boy, this guy he gave flares on top ball, bros. He gave flares on top balls. If he wants to take you on, he's taking you on. You don't have a chance. And then I'm seeing a very, very dangerous winger here. In that position, we have Tyreek George, we have Gittins, and then Enzo Maresca actually mentioned the name of Alejandro Garnacho. For him to even mention his name shows how he's eagerly waiting for him to join the squad. He's eagerly waiting. So, but we fans were still curious, but we know Garnacho has this potential. But if you have a manager that brings out the best in you, the version of you will be like, wow, we've not seen this before. So that's, I think, what will happen to Garnacho. If the manager is seriously anticipating and is going ahead to also mention his name in his press conference, that means he actually has a plan for him. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and see how that works out. Now, the man himself, Joao Pedro, he has scored in every match that Chelsea has played so far. Every match, he has scored double in one and one in each of those matches. Now, that is my starting lineup. And then let me talk about this Joao Pedro, because see, we don't too suffer. That's the truth. We don't too suffer for the past 2 seasons with Nicholas Jackson. Trust the process, trust the process. Now, when things now finally set, we are having 2 very, very good strikers in Joao Pedro and Leandela, and the 2 of them has both scored. There's no pressure on them. And then now going into the season, we have last season, our struggle to end in top 4 was as a result of little good contribution from our either wingers and striking position. We only have Opama to rely on, and the moment he was sick, the moment he lost that form, we struggled. Kuku could not come up. So now Kuku is not in the squad. Nicholas Jackson is not in the squad. So let's see what happens. But my own is that for anybody who sleeps or who wakes up and thinks that Chelsea is not in the top 4 in the conversation, you are just being mistaken. You are just being biased. You don't know what to say. You are being biased. Because if that dead squad of last season, without all these new players, could end up with top 4, imagine what will happen. You understand? Don't even mention names. Don't even the quality of the squad is serious, and then the manager himself is exceptional. Now, I was so mad at him last season because of the match he gives away with his, trying different patterns, and of course that does happen. Even Guardiola did one over Gambo. So that's what, if that is not going to be happening, and the form is there, player for player, like for like, that is what Chelsea have, and then we have a very strong contention for the title. So for the game against Crystal Palace, honestly, we are going to meet a very, very strong Crystal Palace team. I'm expecting Eze, Mateta, Sa. These guys always turn up. They always turn up for the big occasion. But this one, we want to play for Stamford Bridge. Una papa no go sleep. You must learn a lesson. I'm telling you. They not go take them easy for you, bro. This is Stamford Bridge, and it's the first match. And our head-to-head has favored Chelsea. I think we played about 13 matches. Like out of 10 or 11 matches or thereabouts, Chelsea has been able to win everything apart from 2 we dropped. We have not lost any. So I'm expecting this one to be a win for Chelsea. Very, very strong win with our form and performance of our players so far. I'm expecting a win for Chelsea. And on score prediction, let me say Chelsea.
5 minutes.
Okay, let me say Chelsea will win by. My gut is telling me 3-1. The goal is going to happen. We're going to be seeing more than 2.5 goals, in that match. 2.5 odds of goals in that match. So Chelsea will win Crystal Palace by 3-1. So let me know what you think with the starting lineup. Let me know what you think with Chelsea's chances this season. We'll be talking about it. I've even released a video concerning Chelsea's chances this season. And then honestly, let me know what you think about the starting lineup. Would you have done something different? And then the scoreline I predicted 3-1. So let's see what happens, and then we'll give our post-match analysis after the match has ended on Sunday. So let me know what you think. Kindly like and subscribe and switch on your notification bell, so that when our subsequent videos drop, you get notified. And then meanwhile, let me tell you, that Chelsea match with Crystal Palace, we are going to be doing watch along. I'm going to be making reactions as we watch the match on Sunday. So kindly like, subscribe and follow us so that you get all the actions. Do have a very wonderful day.